welcome everyone. Welcome to another review from Predpool. This time we're reviewing a Mythic Legions Lord Bushotee, also Pelvicus, which is basically one figure which comes with two head sculpts. This is not that always common with the Mythic Legions figures. Usually they come with one head sculpt, and then you have your your weapons and so forth and accessories. So in this case, this is a special release in which a while back they had the 4-pack, in which you got 2 bodies and 4 head sculpts, and then you can create 2 characters, but you had to then get another set to create the other 2. Now they released them individually, which will be 1 body and 2 head sculpts. What's neat about this one, which is again Lord Bushotee and also Pelvicus, you got the head sculpt of the skeleton, and you got the one that is like a Spartan or a Roman legionnaire that you can use. I got mostly this figure because I prefer that Roman Spartan look. I'm not too much into the skeleton, so that's just an extra bonus for me. Now, when you buy this this figure, he comes originally with the skeleton head on, and the Spartan Legionnaire head sculpt is packaged is within the package. So it's been a while. I've had this figure already, so I just decided to now review it. I'm not going to go too much into articulation. If you're watching this video, most likely you will have already started collecting this line, so it's nothing new as far as articulation. So I might just touch as more as QC. As far as QC, I haven't had any issues with this figure, as most Mythic Legions figures. So let's just you can again. You can make the T-pose, no issues. Nothing falls apart on the one I got. I haven't heard any complaints from anybody else who's collected it. Again, if you're familiar with Mythic Legions, and if you got, for example, Vitus or Romulus, or the one Pixus, which is based on Pixel Dan, just the same, just different a paint app that's applied. So it's a black with like a silver gray. And then he has these shoulder pads here. He's mostly black, red, and then with silver accents, which is a very nice figure. Now the cape, this comes separately in a package. I will say it's kind of like a little bit delicate as far as how this cape is. So, and it's on the flimsy side. So you do have 2 holes within the cape already. So what I did, I put one first with the shoulder pattern, and then put that in, then I did the next one. But it is, compared to many other companies now this with them, even Mythic Legions, they're starting to give their wired capes. Whether it be in Cosmic Legions, they're getting a lot of the wired ones, so eventually I'm sure Mythic Legions will also see that more common, which I believe the one with the eagle, the bird that came out, he has a wired cloak and hood. So again, this is a very nice figure. You do have that red sheath band thing that comes with pretty much standard with all Mythic Legions. However, in this case, he also has an extra one here on the side. So he has 2 loops there. They can easily put his weapon, his sword in there, if you like to have it there. Now for accessories, I mentioned already, he has the standard loop sheath. He comes with the cape. This is the other head. Now again, this head comes in the package with him on it. And it's a skeleton, and he does have his visor he can move, which is pretty neat. And his jaw opens. So as far as this head is pretty neat because it's got functionality. You can given different looks of screaming, with or without the visor up and down, so you can easily put it down, have that screaming with the visor down. So it is a very nice skeleton head sculpt to get. So even though I'm not into the skeleton, type warrior, I do admit that this is a very nice one to come with. As far as other accessories, he has this shield. This is basically the same one that came with Romulus, except this is kind of like a gunmetal type color. Still has the same inscriptions around the border, just like the same one as Romulus comes with. Romulus is kind of more of a gold. We also have the spear. This is a very common weapon that comes with many of the figures. It's kind of uncommon that you don't get it actually most of the times, but he comes with this spear. And also another common weapon is this sword, which is also a very nice sword. Has a little bit of paint on it, silver. So that's it for the accessories that he comes with. So again, I got this figure because I like Roman Spartan looking figures, so this is how I'm displaying him. Now with again, going back to the skeleton head, I use him once in a while, but I use him on a different body. So I am going to place him on a different body just to perhaps give you an idea if you want to have multitude of this other figure that I'm about to display him with, if you do not wish to use the one that come with Lord Bushotee. Alright, so let's go ahead and show you, and one of the options you could do, have so many that you can do with this line, with this head sculpt. Alright, so here I put I put Pelvicus' head on Sir Gerard. So what's neat about this is that his helmet metal matches perfectly with Sir Gerard's armor. So it's an easy just head swap that you can do. And really, it just looks awesome now. You know, I give my Sir Gerard a wired cape. But and what's neat about it, again, if you're familiar with Sir Gerard, he's a changeling. So there you go. You have now an extra head for Sir Gerard that he can use to be in disguise. That if he can infiltrate this 4 figures and, you know, do what he wants to do as far as getting information, etc. So yeah, this is a pretty neat option that you can use if you want to. No. Alright, so here he is. I'm going to put him next to Lord Bushotee. However that name is. Mythic Legions have very interesting names that they like to create. And they're continuing that with Cosmic Legions, creating names that are difficult to pronounce. Right, so these two look pretty good next to each other. So again, although, like I mentioned several times already, I'm not a big fan of the skull sculptures. However, having Sir Gerard and knowing that he's a changeling, I like having this head sculpt now because I can switch between those 2 heads and he could be in disguise as this one of his disguise, aside from the other skull head that Sir Gerard comes with. So, alright, so this has been a pretty quick review. I hope it was helpful. I know many like seeing Mythic Legions reviews and get an opinion on them, so hopefully this was helpful to you. Alright, till next time. Hopefully I'll have another Mythic Legions review coming up in a couple of weeks. I might work on another one. Alright, I'll enjoy collecting, and I'll see you next time in my next video, whichever review I do next.